Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the walls are closing in on Stormy Daniels in a massive way. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Everybody knows by now, Stormy Daniels gave disastrous testimony this week during the Trump trial. She's continuously contradicted herself and even told a story about having dinner with President Donald Trump. Now, she told this story in her book, and when cross-examined, had to admit that, well, they never had dinner, but where she comes from, having dinner with somebody means you were together around dinner time. And that doesn't make a lot of sense where I come from. If you say you had dinner with somebody, and maybe it's different in different parts of the country, you guys tell me in the comments, but where I come from, if you say you had dinner with somebody, you had dinner with them, period. I mean, that's the whole ball of wax. That's why you said you had dinner with them. So I don't really get it. But a lot of things she said in this trial, she contradicted herself. And on cross-examination, she was a disaster. It was so bad that even Ellie Honig of CNN said her cross-examination was disastrous and that the defense team really dropped the hammer on her. Now, there was a judge speaking, and the judge said, you can't trust her. You can't trust her story. And well, a former judge, and this is why her testimony was as disastrous as it was. Now, I want you to take a look at this clip, and I want you to tell me what you think. I think this case against Trump is dead, and I think Michael Cohen's only going to make it worse when he starts testifying on Monday. But please let me know what you think when you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Hired from the Queens County Supreme Court. Judge, you have been there inside of the courtroom watching. What has stood out to you today?
Well, what stood out to me is that Donald Trump's defense attorney cross-examining Stormy Daniels, Susan Nicholas, really did her homework. She did exactly what a good defense attorney is supposed to do. She looked at prior statements. She searched for inconsistencies, and she had some. In particular, there was a lot of questioning about Stormy Daniels giving an interview to some kind of a gossip magazine in 2011, where she appeared to allude to actually having dinner in the penthouse with Donald Trump at the time of the alleged event and the sexual encounter. She testified very clearly Tuesday on direct examination that there was no dinner, there was hours of conversation and no dinner. So, you know, a defense attorney's job is to try and expose inconsistencies like that, to get the juries to start to think or possibly doubt, well, if you can't trust her on that kind of a detail, what about the other details? Did they go that far that they'll call her that the jury would be likely to call her entire testimony in doubt over that issue? I don't know, but the DA, the defense attorney, certainly did her job. Another point that was picked up on where they left off Tuesday on cross-examination was whether or not Stormy Daniels was interested in money in connection with the non-disclosure agreement that she had an attorney negotiate, where she received $130,000. She continues to state her prime reason wasn't money, it was trying to stay safe, based on something else she spoke about being threatened back in 2011, although by her own admission, she never reported this threat to the police or made a timely report. So that was all done, and you know, it was quite interesting, and the jury has a lot to think about here.
Yeah, they sure do. I mean, Susan Nicholas really trying to go after, as you said, the credibility and the motivation of Stormy Daniels. A lot of focus on some, I guess, rather salacious details. The number of films that she was in as a